What you've done so far is set up the master slides, and this is enough to complete question 1b part 2, because all you need to do is print the evidence of the master slide implementation. However, at this stage you may as well set up the links for the buttons, because that involves editing the master slide. You could do it for the next part of the question, but we might as well do it now so that it's ready. Before you can create the button hyperlinks, you need to have all the slides created. So what we'll do is we'll create the slides. So I'm going to add on here a new slide. I'm going to have a look at the layout. The layout is the content layout, which is fine. That's just the one that we're looking for, although we didn't call it a content layout. If you have a look, this is our main layout, and this is going to be our senior instructors slides. So we'll do the same for the other ones. This will be the cars. This will be contact. And this one here will be help. Now for each of the individual senior instructors, the senior instructor details, we need to include a different layout. So when we create the new slide, we need to change the layout to be our senior instructor details layout. Okay, so now what I can do is put the titles of each of the instructors, and these titles we'll be able to see later when we create our hyperlinks. You guys remembered that layout there. So that's all the slides created. That means now that we can edit the hyperlinks on the buttons. To do this, we need to go back to our master slide, and we'll start with the help button. We right hand click on the help button. We need to get it in the right place. There we go. Hyperlink, change to place in this document, and then we need to have a look down here. There's our help. Now, because we've done that on the master slide, that will apply to all the other slides. So we do the same for all the other buttons. So senior instructors, there's our senior instructors, cars, contact. You see how quick this is to do once you've got started. And our menu button. Now our menu button, if we have a look here, has been used, it's going to go to slide 1 because we haven't given it a name, so that's fine. Click on OK for that. If we copy our menu button, we can put it back in here. Okay, so if I delete the menu button there and paste it, it saves having to recreate the hyperlink. Same with the senior instructors, so we'll copy that one, and on this slide here we'll delete it and paste it in, so it saves having to recreate it again. Now if we just have a look at our main slides, okay, all of these have got the buttons on that we need, but we do know that on our help page we don't want a help button. We want a return button that will return to the previous slide viewed. Okay, now this can be achieved, right, by adding a new button on. So what we're going to do is paste the button we had for senior instructors, and we're going to move it over the top. Now what I've done is I'm using the shift key to line it up. And because it goes over the top, it will hide the help button. So we'll call this return. You need to make it a little bit bigger, again, so it's the same size as menu. And this time we can't do it by creating a hyperlink. See, hyperlink will go to first slide, the previous slide, that's the slide before it in the list, but it won't go to the previous slide viewed. What you'll need to do instead is use an action setting. So if we cancel out of this, we've still got the button selected, and we go to the insert menu, select action, and where it says hyperlink to, we'll change that now to last slide viewed. So this will be the last slide that you viewed. Select that, click on OK, and we now have our setup for all the slides and all the hyperlinks. All we need to do now is to test that the hyperlinks actually work. So if we run our presentation, you can click on each of the buttons and see if